So I figured I'd go around with a different route, because if we keep doing the same thing all the time, it'll get boring. I mean, realistically, how much money do they think I'm carrying? Everyone I've run into so far has been basically flat broke. So how is it a cost-effective investment for 4 of them to start shooting me at range with fully automatic weapons, spending $500 worth of ammo to probably recover a bobby pin and maybe like a nose hair trimmer? I'm back! I was triumphant! I brought you the data!
Wonderful.
Actually, that's one reason why you know that there's no such thing as vampires, not for real. Because if there were, then there would be no mobility in the workforce. And plus, you'd have young people trying to switch over to email, and then old, like, vampires be like, no, the Pony Express is still good, I've been working there for 200 years, make a law that says they can't use email. Oh, a letter. I'm taking this. I hope no one minds I'm reading your mail. Vampires would be the worst thing ever for society. It's okay, let's see. Apparently it goes straight to my Pip-Boy. I can't just read. Dear Ma and Pa, if you're getting this letter, then I'm sure you already heard the news. I'm sorry, but you know that I'm in a better place. Tell Mikey I did good, okay? You were the best family. Oh, you wrote a letter for when he died? Is that not terrible for morale? I thought that's why the military leadership always wrote the letters home themselves, so that the soldiers wouldn't have to write home to their families and be like, Dear Mom and Dad, there's a severe possibility that I might die. Now that I think about it, that's really terrifying. I don't want to go to battle. Dear Mom and Dad, today I'm going AWOL. And of course Mom and Dad see the place's address from Camp Forlorn Hope. That's about as reassuring as Fort Lost Cause or the SS Gunnasink. I'll go look around and see if anyone without direct access to the medicine at all times is maybe guilty of stealing the medicine.
Better move along. There's not much for you here.
Really? You mean there's no future at Camp Give Up All Hope? There is no future? Frig. So I figured, despite my confusion, I might as well still go back to this camp and give these guys the supplies that they've been looking for. I mean, they probably really want them. Hello? Is there seriously nobody here? There's nobody watching the supplies? Oh my god! Queen Latifah, help us figure out who's stealing our supplies. Oh, by the way, did we mention we don't watch the supplies at night? It could be anyone taking your supplies. Oh my god, you have to have guards on the supplies. The tent is totally open and empty, and there's no one here. It could be raccoons stealing your supplies. And so we continue on in our inscrutable journey, full of billboards, and deserts, and cactuses, and giant bugs. Society entered a desperate spiral downward, into destitution, and rubble, and rotted wood, and then said, okay, here's good enough, I guess. Well, you could come with me.
You got one too many by my count.
What? What, do you not like other people?
You take care now.
Okay. So Cass would travel with us, but we've got one too many. So, how did Cass run her business if she doesn't travel in groups greater than 2? What is this down here, a drainage pipe? Oh, a boss bunker? Well, I don't know what's in a boss bunker, but I want to find out. No. What is this? Oh, frickin' Pip-Boy, if you're gonna be sending me text messages and spam, I'm not gonna... Ugh, man, I wonder if I can get some kind of ad blocker for my Pip-Boy, if I could download that from somewhere. Hello? Oh my god! Lily, I'm inside your body! Ah! Yeah, Lily, back up! I'm in your body! I think I've been abducted by Santa and taken to the post-apocalyptic North Pole. Is there any way we could speed up this conversation to just the relevant points, really?
Spoke to me first.
I mean, do I have to listen to you, like... Because I get the feeling that you're a self-proclaimed intellectual. Should I be laying down on a couch for this while you psychoanalyze me? No, I don't remember how long I was unconscious! Do you remember how long you were in a coma? No, I was in a coma! I don't remember how long I was in a coma! You are dumber than you think you are. Oh, you know what? And you'll start thinking that you're a soft-serve ice cream machine, and you'll just blow ice cream out of your nose. Is Dog half as stupid as you are? Okay, I'm starting to get really annoyed. How do I tell the game that I have figured out the key to the puzzle, and that I am done talking to this guy? So this whole dialogue has been utterly pointless because it was doomed from the very beginning.
Very well. Lead on.
Oh my god. So this concludes the 15-minute dialogue, which essentially was, hey, what are you doing in this cage? Oh, you locked yourself in. Well, do you want to come out? No? How come? Oh, there's an old guy? Well, I can't really do anything about that. Okay, let's go. Oh, what the frig, okay? I shot you a bunch of times. Let's just both agree that you should stay dead. Okay, there, one more bullet. But that's all I can do. After this, you have to just be dead, okay? Don't frig! This is the second time I've been inside a super mutant. This should not be a recurring problem. Hello. My name is Queen Latifah. I'm not the super mutant. Oh no. So whose brilliant idea was it to have a character who can only be understood by reading pantomime in text? So now I have to go through a billion guess and check options just to figure out what the frick this woman is trying to say to me. One gesture can mean a dozen different things, and that's if I could actually see her making the gesture. Which I can't, which means that this entire conversation is about as contextually useful as a road sign nailed upside down and facing the wrong direction. Christine, I'm sorry, but I've decided that we can't be friends. I hate you. That's our 3 people, though. So, I guess it's time to go and do whatever it is we're supposed to be doing. Breaking into the... Ah! Crap. I see this one. He just call you up at 4 a.m. Be like, hello, I'm in a cage with the phone. Tell the pizza man that he is a broken soul. One day he will be overcome by the temptation of greed, and then he will pursue a quest of self-destruction. Then I will be there to prop up his dead body in view of his old pizza car before it broke down last Saturday. And then God hangs up, and you roll over to your spouse, and your spouse says, who is that? And you say, it was God, again. He was calling just to remind us of the moral shortcomings of the pizza man, again. And your spouse says, can we get a restraining order? And you say, no dear, it's the apocalypse. I think leaving you there is part of the equation, but,
Partner, I'm not sure this guy's operating with a full deck.
You called me partner.
My bet? Process of elimination. Lowest common denominator.
Dean, are you dating anyone?
Are we on our way to somewhere else? A gala event, perhaps?
I think it's pronounced gala, but I don't know, I just learned from My Little Pony. At the gala, at the gala.
Maybe Dog will obey you. I'm not as easily broken.
Okay, I am sick of your crap. I guess that I will just ask God to help me out.
We'll see.
No. Oh good, I can listen to God any time of the day. Okay, it must be announced. I think this one is it. Here we go.
Dog, back in the cage.
Oh wait, I don't think so.
If
Oh.
it isn't the clever one, what do you want?
Exactly that thing I just said. Let's just go. Let's travel together.
I'll follow you.
Well, okay, that was easy. I don't know what happened there, but I guess that God just literally loves the sound of his own voice. Like, I gotta wonder, is there like a dead person community? Like, are a lot of them really old and have dementia? Maybe those are the ones that are roaming around. Like, it might be like, Grandma would be one of them. You try to explain, you'd be like, Grandma, I'm trying to clean up. And she'd be like, you made the place dirty! You'd be like, no, Grandma, I didn't make it dirty, that was the apocalypse. She's like, you never cleaned up your— Holy crap! Oh my god! Grandma just threw a gas bomb at me! Hello? Zombies? You stupid. Dark in here. Dean and I need to have a very long talk about where he sets up his bear traps. Or whether or not zombies are setting up bear traps, because one way or the other, bear traps are just being randomly strewn about the place, and it is just asking for trouble. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's a wall, not a person. Ugh. Okay, this part of the adventure, when we tell our grandkids, this is the part that we leave out. The part where we got lost in an alleyway for like, however long it's been. How long have we been here? I've lost track of all time. It feels like it's been an hour, maybe. The walls are closing in. There's not enough oxygen in this place. I gotta get out of here. This is where I'm gonna die. There's gotta be some way out. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Ow. No. There were bear traps and poison gas, and they put both my legs, and that was not the right decision. I hope it's not like a faux pas to not throw your underwear at a famous person. Cause thing is, I travel a lot, and mine are important for cleanliness reasons, so I don't even think you want them. Dean, are these yours? Cause we need to talk about this. Dean, I thought we were bonding. What do you mean lowering the bar? I thought you were, not like into me, of course, cause I'm not into you. Like, you may be dressed nice, But can you imagine, like, if we were, us together, like, if you'd be in your suit and I would wear my evening gown and we'd both be a pair of, like, expert gunslingers, us against the Ah! Oh, more zombies. I wonder if the zombies ever get tired of their daily routine, setting traps, no one ever comes. We're probably the most excitement they've had in a long time. I wonder if they ever got bureaucratic, because they're setting a lot of traps and stuff, and they probably had all kinds of problems starting off when they first were doing that. Like, one zombie would set a trap, and then another would walk into the trap, and then they would have a big fight about whose fault it was. Pretty soon they've got to set up some kind of court system to arbitrate disputes. Then they start having a meeting every single month where they talk about where they set their traps and who's responsible for what. Then they've got to start petitioning though, because they've been doing this for 200 years, and I don't think that people have been coming here for 200 years. They gotta go to the meeting and they gotta say like, hey, I want to set some traps over in this location, and I know that normally that would be this guy's job, but I have this really brilliant idea for a trap today that I think that a lot of humans would fall into if any humans were actually here. Except for Dean, who we've been trying to kill for 200 years, but we failed at all this time. I bet their whole culture just revolves around Dean. Like, they go stand around the zombie water cooler and they say, oh hey, I almost killed Dean today. And he goes, oh yeah? Really? I almost killed him last week. So Zombie 1 goes, no way, how'd you get him? And Zombie 2 goes, well, I set a trap, but Dean walked right by it. And Zombie 1 goes, aw man, that's so close. He's really crafty like that. I almost got him because me and Lawrence were out, and we snuck up on him, and Lawrence almost grabbed him. But then Dean shot Lawrence. It's okay though, Lawrence got back up. I imagine they have like zombie college programs where they learn about Dean, or what little they know about Dean. You can get degrees in shambling, in chemistry, apparently, trap setting, and Dean theory. Although Dean theory is often made fun of as a degree because they call it still an evolving science. In fact, I question why the holograms even need a kill ability at all. I mean, how well do they interpret context? Because they were supposed to kill me when I just walked into that hospital. I could have been a confused sick person. If this is anything like Google, I can just imagine how it is. They probably vaporize everyone they run into, and then they get up and they're all like, oh, we did a lot of killing today, killed a lot of criminals, stopped a lot of crime. Killed 50 just today. Keep investing, everyone, no reason to change anything. Now, I do know that some of you have been a little concerned about safety, but let me just say that we know exactly who the criminals are, we have got a great profile, we've programmed it all out, and we've removed anyone with enough money to sue us for negligence. Thank you. Any questions? Then every single answer is some kind of ridiculous, droning corporate crap. Anything anyone asks gets responded with, we feel that, or we've discussed that, or we believe. It's always we. They never really talk about David Marketing thinks that, or Paul in Legal said that, this, or that, or let's just displace all responsibility to a greater collective. The reality is probably that as soon as someone started asking serious questions about the safety of these holograms, somebody probably really did just displace all responsibility. And the fact was, they just didn't want to argue with Dave in marketing, because Dave gets really uppity and he's really insecure. Gosh, I hate this frickin' radio so much. What? Battle music? Frickin' laser beams? No frickin'... What the heck? What did I do? Leave me alone. Turret control. Wait, there's turrets in here? Why are there turrets in the frickin' power station? Whose terrible idea? Ow, 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 hot laser face, ow. This goes beyond corporate irresponsibility. This is like someone is just plain stupid. I mean, what is this? This is a freaking switching station for a civilian location. But I can say at least I won't make a repeat of what Captain Cook did wrong. Because what Captain Cook did is he went to Tahiti, and he saw them doing sexy naked things. And sometimes they did that, but that was only on the rare occasion. But he went back to England and he told everybody that Tahiti was full of sexy naked stuff. That wasn't true though. Because a lot of British people came by later, and they were like, hey, where's all the sexy naked stuff? And the Tahitians were like, what sexy naked stuff? And the British people were like, well, we heard from our friend Sailorman Andrew that he came here with Captain James Cook, and when you guys showed up, there was this girl named Fran, and she did sexy naked things. And the Tahitians said, oh, Andrew paid Fran. And then the British say, oh, okay, are we supposed to pay you? And the Tahitians said, no. And see, that would have been bad if it happened just one time. It would have been embarrassing, but everyone would have done it once, and then they all would have gone home. But the thing about a situation that's embarrassing like that for everybody is that when you go back home to England, I mean, you invested all this time and money to sail all the way out to Tahiti, you don't tell your friends that you didn't actually get to see Fran. I mean, just think about how dumb you would look. All your friends probably thought you were silly for going to Tahiti. They said that there were naked girls there in England. They were perfectly fine. You didn't know them either. But you said, no, I heard from Andrew. These girls are naked all the time. It's amazing. So then you scrape together all your money, you save up, you get a boat ticket, you get on the boat, you sail across the ocean for months. It's a very harrowing journey. And then you finally arrive at Tahiti, you get off the boat, and the Tahitians tell you you're stupid too. It's probably kind of an eye-opener, but maybe a bit too much of an eye-opener. You know, not one you really want to tell your friends about. So you go back to England and you tell everyone, oh yeah, I totally saw Fran. She was great, just like Andrew said. And what they don't think about is that in their bid to not look dumb, it only encourages other people to go to Tahiti and ask around for Fran. So month after month, these English people keep showing up in Tahiti asking where all the sexy naked stuff is. And meanwhile, Tahiti has got its own politics and things going on. So in 1 month, one tribe had some agreements with another tribe, and then things went sour, and now they're having a big fight. And then the English show up, and they say, hey, where's all the sexy naked stuff? And they say, what sexy naked stuff? So then the next month goes by, and a tribal leader dies. And now everyone's gotta figure out who's gonna be the new tribal leader. It's a really big deal. And then the English show up, and they say, hey guys, where's all the sexy naked stuff? And Tahitians say, what sexy naked stuff? So then the next month comes up, and they find a new leader, but he's kinda young, and then he makes someone angry, and now there's a big war. There's actually violence, people are killing each other. Then the English show up, and they say, hey guys, where's all the sexy naked stuff? And the Tahitians say, go home, Englishmen! And then the Englishmen are like, oh, Tahitians are really mean. And then this goes on for numerous generations. And that's pretty much like the whole story of British and Tahitian history in a nutshell. I mean, there was lots of shouting and much more serious stuff in between there, but that's pretty much what happened. But anyway, the point is, I will never make that same mistake and depict these people as being attractive or interesting in any way, shape, or form. I will be as objective as possible while I make up a how. Oh, okay. There it is. Get a spotlight. Not seen any fireworks, though. That was a total let. Oh, there they are. Oh, dude. There are doctor's bags? Oh boy, one of these could have saved me a lot of limping. I wonder how long I've had access to those. See, this is one of those things. This is a little dream that you can accomplish, and when it happens, you feel really good. Except I'm not gonna fix myself up right away, because I'm liable to step on more bear traps and get more spears thrown at me as I go along. Yep, see, there's one. Bear trap. There it was. It was like speaking to the devil. Which actually, I wonder how that phrase came about. Do you think maybe the devil was really insecure back in the day? Like, people would be talking about him, and he would just show up disguised as a bird or a snake or like a centipede, and he would listen in. Then as soon as someone says something disparaging, he jumps into the conversation, and he's like, oh, that devil, yeah. I heard he didn't do all those bad things that you guys are talking about. I heard that he's pretty cool. You know, he was in charge of the Angels for a while. The Angels were good. I mean, he got fired from that job, but the Angels were going bad by around that time anyway, and they're not as good as they were when he was in charge. Also, hey, the devil is dating this really hot girl, and I mean, like, super hot. I got pictures if you guys want to see how hot she is. And then people are like, the devil, we know it's you. You know, everyone would just ask questions. Ah! Oh my god! What is happening? There's violence! Playing downward notes! Am I passing out? I think I fell unconscious. Hello? Where the ceiling is nice. Where this is the most awake I've ever been during a concussion.
Especially the sound archives. But no. Your teammates' collars on each floor are interfering with the systems.
I bet you feel dumb putting those on us now.
Embedded in their construction. They're blocking the casino speakers, the music. You'll need to recalibrate.
I'll just sit while you talk.
To do that, you need to get close.
Like Fantoma.
Signal, or blow their heads off.
Elijah, I'm starting to get the feeling that you consider us all to be kind of expendable. Like, I feel like maybe once I help you do all this stuff, you're not gonna tell me I did a good job. But anyway, okay. I don't want to get dumped by my big blue, well, not really friend, but big blue person who I traveled around with. I've been hanging on to this stealth boy forever. So now is the time to use it. Oh, wait a minute. Did I let God in the room with the last valve? Oh man, my plan was dumb. Hey Dean, I was thinking, do you want to maybe, like, go get coffee after we get out of the Sierra Madre? Hang on. Do you want to go get coffee? I don't know a good place, but maybe we could go and look for a place together.
But I appreciate you bailing me out of a tight spot there, partner.
Oh, no problem.
I know you didn't do it out of the goodness of your heart.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
So, let me give you something a little more practical.
Coffee?
A way we both come out ahead.
A coffee date.
It's up in the executive suites in Vera's room.
Oh, Vera, again.
Not a coincidence. Vera. She was
Dumb.
my other partner
sorry, I didn't mean to-
before the bomb. Then you came along.
Yeah, and I was
Now,
pretty great,
finish
right?
the job. He thought he was better than me.
Are you sure?
Don't believe me? Look around.
Okay.
This big casino.
It's kind of small.
This big, colossal monument.
Sort of small. Right, so that whole conversation got me thinking, you know, this whole coffee date thing, we don't have to do that. So this is the last stretch, I think. I figure everything will go fine if I don't wander into a horrible, confusing cluster of radios and holograms. Oh, what's that? Why yes, I, a person who would be thrilled about 3 bookshelves full of the Bible, would love to go down to the casino and enjoy a few sins. I really don't know what other kind of books you would put in a bookshelf for a hotel. Up here there's like 5, 6, I don't even know how many holograms. And they're just guarding people's beds. It's too bad they got Vera. Would have been a lot funnier if they got some little old guy walking around going like, "Hello? There's a hologram guarding the bathroom. Can someone help?"
Trapped by security like I did.
Didn't open the elevator.
Took a different way out.
Didn't open the elevator. These are not options that I want. Let's open the elevator. It's okay, we established a really big plot point, and it's not one of the main things I can ask you about. That makes sense, fine. Fine, whatever. I got this nice dress. It's on the decayed body of a woman whose flesh was gone before her dress.